Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Cincinnati Bearcats. And the Bearcats will kick it off to get us underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions offense will be first on the attack. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hansen. Fires to the big fella. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Takes the handoff. It's Barron. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Bearcats offense will go to work for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Now on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To throw, it's Hansen. Looking to scramble. Going right and going deep. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled up.
There he goes! He's at the touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Turbin. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Gonna swing it on second down. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next.
Turning it on! Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Got to start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. From the gun. Give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Quick completion to the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
A first down run in the red zone. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! A great catch and run for 6.
see slipping in the screen pass. Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finds him out of the backfield. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Past the 40. Breaks into the open. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
They boot it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Henson. Finds the tight end. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Smashes through the tackle. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might as well stick with him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start putting a lot of pressure.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Rides the back on the option, the give. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped a run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Ramsauer. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, they force a negative play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They've got the screen set up. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Back to throw, it's Hansen. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, to give, looking for room. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Williams. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Oh, what a caught! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Right on the money. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
They really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got...
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The play action fake. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Dropping back, it's Hansen. On the run, still looking. Crosses the 45. There he goes! 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Now, on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stat.
Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws for the tight end. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Bearcats send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Hauls it in, looking for space. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. But these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to them when they make big plays for you.
Off play action on first down. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gives it on the option. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. To the air, it's Hansen. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. And the Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Terrell. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Bearcats are marching down the field. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
Here we go, set.
On the run, it's Barron. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Coming up, 4th down.
The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And down he goes back at the 3.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.